Probably. I don't really know. I didn't use the pipe bombs very much. Yeah. Yeah. Notifications. I did. Yeah, I forgot I gotta refill it. About what? No bag. That's right. You've gone from bunny to buddy.
Yeah!
Buddy. Oh, nice.
I'm glad to see you.
Master Huntsman, is there any work for me here?
There's always something that needs doing. You're that Scarlet's lad, aren't you? Sir Radzig's lackey.
Sir Radzig is my liege, and I serve him faithfully. But that doesn't make me a lackey.
As you wish. What matters to me is that you're no layabout looking for easy work. I have a job here I can't give to just anyone.
I'm listening.
We've been having terrible problems with poachers lately. In Sir Divish's forests,
I found a hunter for
been
Christmas.
finding gutted entrails of deer and rabbit nooses all over the place. But no sign of the bastards who put them there.
And you want me to track down the poachers?
Indeed. Whatever you learn will be useful to me.
Because I completed all the quests that I had on my list. So I'm just trying to find new quests and I found them.
Shouldn't you be dealing with the poachers yourself?
I should, you're quite right. But when I ask the local folk anything, their mouths close up like clams.
No, I think
They're more
I'm
scared
making
of me
it
than the
complicated.
devil.
Do you think the locals are in on it?
Well, I don't know, maybe. But even if not, they'll never talk to me. They're scared I'll dig some skeleton out of their cupboard. You know, the smaller the village, the bigger the secrets. That's why I need an outsider to ask for me.
I understand.
Both on.
Do you suspect anyone?
Well, it's hard to say, but seeing how much harm they're causing, I'd say they're no crofters looking for a Sunday roast.
I'll try to find out something about them. Any advice about where to start?
Certainly. Ask around the village. Somebody must have seen or heard something. And it wouldn't hurt to ask in the inn in the glade, the one on the road towards Neuhoff. I've heard they serve good venison, and no shortage of it.
That's clear enough. As soon as I hear anything, I'll let you know.
Thanks for your help, lad.
Oh, must move.
Take care.
Mr. Man. Oh, splicing? I have 35,000 on me right now. Yeah, we actually. Wait, can you give me a food? I have something set up where it's supposed to be close.
I'm honored that a knight.
Yeah. Streams are always pretty bad. That's right. Ah. Ah.
Oh yeah.
Ah.
You did it.
God be with you. Good luck to you.
God grant you.
I'd like to make use of the bathhouse's services.
So, what are you interested in?
I'll certainly need a physician.
Take care.
God be with you.
Listen, innkeeper, I hear you have some game here from time to time.
Aye, we have dice games happening most nights.
You make a stuffed bird laugh. You know full well what I mean.
No, I've no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, come now, let's not lie to each other. I know very well you sell poached game here.
Oh, you do? Do you? And how's that?
I've seen a bit of the world. I know how things go.
Even so, I don't rightly understand what you're on about.
I've heard there are poachers in the area, and I'd like to join them.
Ah, you should have said right away you're in the trade. But before I tell you anything, I'll have to put you to the test. You know, I can't send every Tom, Dick and Harry to my friends.
Fair enough. What do you want me to do?
At the stud farm near here, there's a stable hand by the name of Jakub. Bastard got lucky at dice and won my favourite tankard off me.
And what's that got to do with me?
If you'd stop interrupting, you might find out. Anyway, he's so full of himself, he doesn't want to give it back. Not even for money. But he's very fond of archery. And I don't need to add he likes to make bets.
I'm with you. If I can win your tankard back and bring it to you, you'll know that
That you're not completely useless. That's right. So, get going. I'm thirsty, and I'll always taste it better out of my trusty old tankard.
Take care now.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
My respects to you.
I hear you won a tankard off Andrew the innkeeper.
I did. Luck was on my side. What's it to you?
You ought to give it back,
Why should I?
because the innkeeper wants it back, and because I fucking say so.
You know what? It's just a stupid tankard. Have the damn thing.
I knew we'd see eye to eye.
Good luck to you.
Yeah! Yeah!
Whisper something in your ear.
I brought you back your tankard.
Ah, so you're not completely useless. Lucas will be happy to see what handy people I'm sending you.
I suppose this Lukesh is your poacher friend.
Now then, poacher's not a very nice word. I'll call him more a man who knows a good opportunity when he sees one.
I see.
Here.
And where
just
can I
as you
find this
ordered.
opportunistic friend of yours?
He lives on the hill to the north of the castle, in a small hut. If you're planning to talk to him, make sure you tell him I sent you.
I won't forget. Thanks.
I'm the one who should thank you. I'm looking forward to putting my lips to the old love of mine.
Wouldn't you like a change? We're rebuilding Pribyslavitz, and I could use you in the new tavern.
Are you mad? I got the best in the province, and no one to tell me what to do. Why on earth would I change that?
Isn't there any way you could be persuaded?
Not a chance. Find someone else. Take care now.
Yeah. Yeah. Andrew the innkeeper sent me. Said you had a job for someone who's good with a bow.
Did he now? That's all very well, but I don't know if you're a man I can trust.
So how can I prove it to you?
For a start, you can tell me why a lad like you wants to join us.
It's simple. I love to hunt, but I haven't a drop of blue blood in me. So what else can I do?
True. The damn law won't let a man do what's natural. Anyway, I have to check you out first. See if you're any good.
I'm listening.
To begin with, I need to know if you're at home in the woods. And if you're any kind of hunter. Bring me some deer antlers, and then we'll talk.
Easy. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
I was beginning to worry you'd got lost in the forest.
No need to worry. I would have come back sooner, but it seemed a long way to go for just the one.
Well, well, so you're keen on hunting. I like that, lad. So give me the trophy, and the first task of your trial is done.
The first task?
Well, there was only one to begin with, but then I thought you could do something else for us.
I see. So what do you want me to do next? Kill a dragon? Catch a water sprite?
Hilarious. Better listen up, lad. Nicholas the Huntsman has a very fine old hunting horn. But we'd like Nicholas better without any horns. Understand?
Wait. What's all this about?
Nothing to worry yourself with now. Get the horn, and we'll have a bit of fun.
All right. So where is this horn?
Sometimes he carries it with him. It is a badge of office, after all. But I don't suppose he sleeps with it. Best to go at night and have a look around his lodge. It's on the hill above the village, opposite the castle. Come back to me as soon as you've got the horn. I can't wait to see the look on Nicholas's face.
Right, I'll get to it.
Glad to hear it. Good luck.
Yeah.
Good day to you.
I need your hunting.
What?
I have the poachers hooked. If I take your horn to them, they'll welcome me like a brother.
But that horn's valuable. What if I never see it again?
Don't worry. Give it to me, and you'll get it back along with the whole gang in chains. Trust me.
All right, if I absolutely have to. But remember, if you run off with my horn, you'd better run far and fast. Here you go. Take good care of it.
I've good news, Master Huntsman. I tracked down one of the poachers right here in the village. Excellent. Black Lukesh.
I might have known. That fellow has quite a reputation.
I don't know about any others so far, but I'm on the scent.
So, keep at it, and let me know when you find out more. May the Lord watch over you.
Yeah. I have that horn for you.
I'm looking forward to seeing the smile wiped off Nicholas's face when he finds out. As for you, the old man says you're in.
Last time you told me that if I brought the horn, you'd finally tell me what's going on.
Let's put it this way. Our old man's had it in for Master Huntsman Nicholas for years.
Why does he have it in for him?
There's more than one reason. But the heart of it is, Nicholas lied under oath and almost got him hanged.
That's a fair enough reason.
You're telling me.
What's he trying to achieve?
If you want to know, ask around the village what they think of the Master Huntsman. The old man is making a bigger and bigger fool of him day by day. Soon enough, the gossip will reach the ears of Sir Divish himself. And that's just what the old man wants.
So, what comes next?
We're just getting something big ready. We'll make camp in the north of Broder Woods. There's a concealed glade, and that's where you'll find us.
All right, I'll meet you there. I hear you're a...
Certainly.
I'd like to practice the basics.
All right. Now,
I hear you're a... I'm interested...
all right.
Now,
God. What the?
Good health to you.
I've come about the poachers, sir.
Oh. Oh, so you're the one Nicholas was talking about. All right. I'll send some of my men with you. Are you ready to set off?
Yes, sir.
Goodbye.
Hannikin here, Zalush. I arrest you in the name of Lord Divish of Talnberg.
The Master Huntsman is not coming?
The Master Huntsman arrests poachers, not murderers. Will you come quietly?
What do you say, man?
The answer to my
Look what's come crawling
just
out
what I
of
wanted
some
to vent my
Jesus Christ!
Caught you! Now you'll pay for all your crime.
What?
Don't play the innocent. It's jail for you.
Just look, I can't.
My...
Tankard of ale for me.
I hope I can...
I hear you.
You know what?
Nah, I'm no.
Have you got...
Lord, watch over.
There. Satisfied?
How's he?
What?
Oh,
Well... I need a helping hand.
bailiff, eh? Well, your worship.
I've got you, you dog. You'll soon be sorry for shooting. Oh,
I did. Simtra. Anyway, I'm pretty. I was. Yeah. Well, what? So, well, then, what? Nick. So, come right, lad.
God be with you.
I'd like to find out about the poachers round here.
If you ask me, there's some questions best left unanswered. But go and see a... God be with you.
Good day to you.
I need your...
What?
I have the...
But that... All right.
I've good news. Ex-Lack Lukesh.
I might have known. That fellow has quite a...
I don't know about any others.
So, keep at it. Good luck to you.
Good afternoon.
I heard there are poachers in the woods round here.
If only if it was just poachers. It's that sorcerer Hare. He's the one who's been running amok. I said he'd be back, and I said he'd be vengeful, and I was right both times.
Here.
Tell me something about Hannikin Hare.
Ah, that was all years ago. He turned up here one day. No one rightly knew where from. He claimed up at the castle to be a nobleman's son, and so he got the office of Master Huntsman, and Margaret was promised him for his wife. Nobody could have known he was a sorcerer.
Here we are.
And how did his sorcery reveal itself?
Well, he was able to vanish into thin air in the forest right in front of folk. And I've heard it said he spoke to animals, too, though I don't know the truth of it.
That doesn't sound very convincing to me.
That's because you've not seen his marksmanship. It was natural, the things he could do with that bow of his. They say he sold his soul for the gift of it.
I see. How did it go with Margaret?
I'm not one to gossip, but she was a flighty lass in her younger years. She could never make up her mind which one she wanted, the Hare or Nicholas. So in the end, fate decided for her.
What do you mean?
And good health.
What happened with Hare?
Oh, that was quite something. And then some on top of it. Sir Henry of Lipo was visiting here at the castle, and Hare snapped his guardsman's neck with his bare hands. Of course, they found him out. But how do you keep a sorcerer under lock and key? You can't. That's your answer. And that Satan's spawn slipped the net.
Oh well, quite a wild story. Any idea why he murdered the man?
No one knows, and most likely never will. But they say he was fully in the devil's power. There was a full moon, you see.
Was he actually seen?
I suppose so. Else they'd hardly know who did it.
There is one. Tell me something. There is one. Has anyone actually seen this Hannikin Hare? He seems to exist only as a bogeyman to frighten naughty children.
Oh, he exists all right. But he flits around in the forest like a shadow. They won't be catching him anytime soon. But Blacksmith's Betty heard
Goings on.
cavorting and raising hell. Sorcery! Hare meets up with his sorcerer's apprentices, and they feast in the clearing in the woods. In the morning, they turn into ravens and scatter, or so she says. But you'll have to ask Betty for more. Who knows what she saw, or what she was doing there with them?
Very well. I'll ask. Who does Hare...
Master Huntsman Nicholas, of course. When the Hare disappeared, Nicholas took his Margaret and the huntsman's posting.
So Nicholas came out of it well?
That one always knew how to let go.
Thanks.
Good luck, then.
God be with you. Do you need anything?
I've got a few questions.
So ask.
I heard you saw...
That's right.
Can you describe what you...
It was after dark, I remember that. I went up past the castle along by the clearing, and I saw someone had lit a fire, and I could smell roast meat. It was like a feast of some sort. Only I thought maybe it was some witch's sabbath, so I was afraid to stay too long in case they saw me.
Did you recognize anyone there?
No. Like I said, it was dark.
Did you hear any familiar voices?
No. But I heard girls' laughter, goblets clinking, a piper playing. It sounded just like any feast.
Where is the clearing?
A short walk north of the castle. There's a track past the woodcutter's camp that takes you there.
Thanks. What do you make of this poaching that's been going on?
It's clear as day. Hannikin Hare's back. And putting those antlers on Nicholas's house? Well, we all know what that means, don't we? It's the sign of a cuckold, you mark my words.
You mean to say his wife's cheating on him?
All I'm saying is she might be feeling the urge. It happens in the best of families.
Well, you're the first...
Well, now, I wouldn't say I'm completely sure. I suppose some other mischief maker could have done it, but better the...
You were singing a different song not long ago.
So? Why do you want to know so much, anyway?
It's nothing to you, but I'm helping Nicholas unmask that local poaching gang.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, now you know. And you also know not to keep anything from me. So, what's the story with that hare?
All right, I'll tell you what I know. But promise not to tell Nicholas I said it.
I'll do what I can, but I need to let him know what I discover. So, out with it.
It's to do with Margaret, his wife. They say it's all because of her.
Keep going.
I know full well Hare's here, because Margaret admitted as much.
What did she tell you?
That he waited in the woods till she came by and they exchanged some words. Words was all she told me. Who knows what they actually got up to?
And what did they speak about?
I don't know. But if Nicholas knew they'd met, he'd most likely kill her.
You're sure she wasn't saying it in jest?
Oh, no. Margaret wouldn't joke about something like that.
Who's this
Hannikin Hare? There was a time he was master huntsman here, and Margaret was set to be his wife. But then he got himself accused of murder, and fled before they could hang him. Margaret and his job both ended up going to Nicholas.
So what's the story?
It was complicated. He wanted her and she wanted him too, I reckon. At least for a while. But then she hitched up with Nicholas and now she says she never had a thought of wedding Hannikin Hare.
So what went...
Those two? There was no love lost between them from the moment Hare arrived. And then...
Do you think Hare really killed that man?
Who knows the truth of it now? I did find it all a bit odd. Hare never was much of a hothead. But then again, no one really knew him that well. And Margaret never wanted to speak of it. Wouldn't hear a word about it. Well, now...
Stop trying...
But
you know who Radzig Cobbler is, right?
Of course.
I'm his right-hand man. And I'm helping the huntsmen catch the poachers.
All right, I'll tell you what I...
I'll do what I can.
It's to do with
Keep going.
I know...
What did she tell you?
That he waited...
And what did...
I don't...
You're
Oh, no.
That's all I'm...
Goodbye.
Yeah. Yeah.
God bless.
I'd like to ask you about Hannikin Hare.
I'm sorry, but I really...
The thing is, every time I spoke to someone about Hare, they always ended up talking about you.
But I don't.
You aren't to blame for anything, is that it? Well, I am willing to believe you, but you do know more than you're telling, and I need to hear it.
Very well. You're right. And what would you like to know about Hare?
How were things between you and Hare back then?
There was nothing between us. Hannikin Hare impressed my father with all his talk of noble blood. But I couldn't stand him, and I didn't want to marry him. And then it made no odds after he ran away.
So you didn't want to? I only asked because I've heard differently.
That's village talk. Of course folk gossip. Mostly they just want to hurt Nicholas.
Did Hare really commit the murder?
God in heaven, how should I know? Anyway, it doesn't matter now.
That remains to be seen. What did you talk about in the woods with Hannikin Hare?
I see Betty's mouth's been busy.
Don't blame her. I had to work hard to weasel it out of her. Now tell me.
Oh, all right. Well, it seems Hannikin Hare's exile has addled his brain. He told me he'd go off with me, that he still loves me and nonsense like that.
And what about you?
What do you mean? I was so shocked, I couldn't even scream.
Is that all he told you?
He said if I change my mind, I'm to hang a garland of forget-me-nots on the house and wait for him at that place of ours.
Where was it you saw it?
I wish I could tell you. The whole thing was like a fever dream.
I want you to hang that guard.
But I don't want to go anywhere with him.
You don't have to go anywhere. But tell me.
On the way to Ujits. Back then, we used to meet by the great big beech tree.
And what time will it be?
At dawn. What?
Never you mind. The main thing is it will all get sorted out. And that's all that matters, isn't it?
I suppose so. Very well then. I'll hang the garland for you.
That'll be everything.
Take care.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah! 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 Yeah!
I have... Huh? Last time... Let's... It wouldn't by any...
Hear ye, hear ye. The lad is smarter.
I've heard all sorts of things. Some...
I'll have to tell Hannigan.
And how did he make his escape?
What do I know? He's never told anyone. Anyway, if you want to know the details...
So,
we're just getting something big ready. We'll make camp in the north of Broder,
all right?
Yeah! 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 Yeah!
So you're the new fellow. Lucas said you know a thing or two. Question is, can we trust you?
Would I be here if you didn't?
Probably not. Did Lucas tell you who's in charge? Well, speak of the devil. Started to worry you weren't coming.
It couldn't be helped, Goathead. I had to get a document written up, and the nearest priest I can trust is in Janowitz.
Not writing your will already, sir.
Who is this?
Henry. Lucas brought him. He nicked Nicholas's hunting horn for us.
Then I'm sure we'll get on like a house on fire. Is everyone here?
Everyone. Sit that full radda on the charcoal burner. No one's seen hide nor hair of him.
We can't delay. If he's not back by evening, we go without him. So, Henry, tell me about yourself.
What do you want to know?
Why you came here. Where you come from. You know how it goes. I want to know your story.
What if I don't have one?
Everyone has a story. Leastways, everyone in this clearing does.
Sir! Sir! The Tallburgers are coming!
Anakin Hare of Zalush, I arrest you in the name of Lord Divish of Talmberg.
The Master Huntsman is not coming?
The Master Huntsman arrests poachers, not murderers. Will you come quietly?
What do you say, man? Henry?
You made your choice, Hare. Time to pay for your crimes.
You're in the wrong place.
You'll get what's for.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
God be with you. I'd like to make you an offer. What do you say?
Ah, Henry. I'm already sorry, but you'll have to find some. Farewell.
Watch out! For God's sake, there's people here! God's sake.
I'd like to find out about the poachers round here.
You...
want...
At dawn.
Oh.
Take care.
I'm guessing Nicholas won't be joining us. Who the devil are you?
I thought you wanted to meet up with Margaret.
Fortunately, I'm not that much of a fool anymore. I was hoping I'd tempt Nicholas out of his lair. But let's get to the point. Who are you? And what are you doing here?
My name is Henry, and I work for the Master Huntsman.
So are you going to arrest me?
I am.
All I ask is that you listen to me first.
Why should I listen?
Because if you care about justice, you're after the wrong man.
Anyone can say that.
And that's precisely why the accused should get a proper hearing.
Why should I?
Because if you...
Anyone can say that.
And that's precisely why...
Let me guess. You're going to tell me you're innocent?
I wouldn't presume. I've been poaching on the Divish estate, and I'll take the punishment I deserve. But the crime I was nearly strung up for, that one I didn't commit.
I've no idea what you're talking about.
Let me introduce myself. My name is Hanakin Hare of Zalush.
The nobleman?
I used to be. My house became sadly impoverished, and I became the master huntsman at Talmberg.
Gamekeeper turned poacher? I see. That's quite a transformation.
Nicholas gave me no choice.
What happened between you and Nicholas?
I was falsely accused of murder. Henry of Lipa visited Talmberg, and the morning after the banquet in his honor, one of his men was found dead.
And didn't they have any cause to suspect you?
That's just it. They did. At the banquet, I got into a fight with the man.
I know Sir Hanish of Lipa. Was Sir Henry his father?
Indeed. He was on his way to Ratai to take charge of the fiefdom for young Sir Hans Capon.
Why did you get into a fight with him?
The fall of the House of Zalush was the work of the Lords of Lipa, and that fellow took great delight in reminding me of it.
And then what?
Nicholas began to pull strings. Several people came forward as witnesses to say they saw me with the fellow later that night.
Why would he have done that?
He wanted rid of me. We were both in love with the same lass, you see, and Margaret is his wife today. But back then, there was no question which of the two of us would win her. I was the huntsman of noble blood, and Nicholas was just plain Nick. Her father's preference was clear.
Do you know who did kill the man?
No. He was found in a ditch with his neck broken. He could have tripped and fallen, all on his own.
And that never occurred to anyone?
It did. But some people swore they'd seen us jostling on the drawbridge. Of course, that was Nicholas's work.
What did Margaret think of you?
She took me for a fool. She only had eyes for Nicholas, but I didn't see it then. In the end, she could have saved me.
How?
She could have told the truth. After the banquet, I was with her. But when they asked her, she said she hadn't seen me that night.
How did you get out of it?
What leads you to imagine I did?
Your head's still on your shoulders, so you must have escaped somehow.
I'm alive. But my name and my family's name has been dragged through the mud. For me, that's worse than the sentence waiting for me.
If you say so. But you still managed to get away.
Well, it's true I had the good fortune to escape from the dungeon.
From the Talmberg dungeon? That can't be done, can it?
It's not too hard when the lord of the castle himself helps you escape.
So, Divish set you free? From his own dungeon?
He couldn't offend Henry, so he had to lock me up. But he trusted me. We were friends, after all. He led me out of the castle in the night. I was given a good horse, and in a couple of days I was in Silesia. And that was the end of it. At least until now.
And how did it happen?
It's a long story.
I've got time to listen.
All right. But for you to understand, I have to start from the beginning. I was born as Hannikin Hare of Zalush, the eldest son of Sidney of Zalush. My house became sadly impoverished, and I became the master huntsman.
Gamekeeper turned poacher.
Nicholas gave me...
What?
My father lost his influential friends and the money with them. After, there was nothing for it but to sell off all our possessions. See to my...
That sounds a rough deal.
Believe it or not, I never cared for the life of a nobleman. I was
And...
What? I'm... What?
An interesting story.
I can't complain of boredom.
Even if I believed you, there's no proof. It all happened a long time ago.
I know. But if I didn't believe in my own innocence, I'd have to be crazy to have done what I did.
Why?
If I truly were guilty, why would I risk coming back to Bohemia? I could have died in peace as a rich man in the pay of the Jagiellonians. Only a fool would come back.
Nicholas took everything you had, regardless of your guilt or innocence. I'd say you have more than enough cause to want revenge.
I'm not like him. Anyway, you're right. I don't have any proof of my innocence. All I can give you is my word.
This is one of the most insane stories I've heard lately.
That doesn't surprise me.
But something tells me you're speaking the truth, Hannikin Hare.
Thank you. And if you want to help me, come to the old mine gallery in Broad Woods.
I'll be there.
I have a plan, but I need some help.